Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by friends at Gameology.com.
Ticket to Ride Legacy Recap Game 5 for Science.
In some nebulous amount of time or less. So, I don't know how to mark it here, because we each had a loss, but you don't mark losses. But I want to remember when we look at this how many games we've played. But, it's neither here nor there. Recap. We fell short. We had 140 plus 141, so 281. 19 points is the amount we fell short by. That is so humiliating.
And Tom got a negative 19 because I ended it too early.
I mean, it's much my fault.
Yeah.
Because I kept drawing tickets when I should have just gone for the sure route and then grabbed more tickets. But I tell you what, this could have gone a different way. I ended up, because I couldn't get to St. Louis, I mean, I could have gone different ways to get there. I decided, instead of trying to get the greens and waste time drawing cards that you may need and I wouldn't use, I took Molly's couple of points for Dallas.
I didn't have any plan to go there. I did draw into some Houstons and Dallas when I could have gone there, but you'd already gone there, so I didn't keep it.
I also took this bottom route, which lost us 6 points. No, I lose 3 points. I lost 9 points.
But I wouldn't have done it.
You wouldn't have gone there?
No. Because I drew really small routes in the beginning. Chicago to a couple places here, and then San Francisco to Washington, and then my other scar made me get Winnipeg to Santa Fe. One time I just want my ticket and that card to line up, because so far
that's why it's
I've
a
had
scar.
all my tickets here, and then the one that I draw is over here.
That's why it's a scar. It's not supposed to be good.
10 points. It's not a small amount of points. It's not like a 5-er or this 2-pointer. Now that a 1-pointer.
Yeah, that 1-pointer. That's so great. So I didn't use my train station. Molly did use hers. Molly didn't use Stick City. I didn't use Tom's Township. I didn't even get to New Tom, which I typically have gotten to. I think it's maybe the first game I haven't gone there. I had a route to there in Chicago, but I was like, that's not even
I could have used this again, but it wasn't as detrimental because I wasn't coming from this way, so I was planning on using this, but I didn't have that many greens, and I did have all of the reds, so I just played all of those.
What a slap in the face, though. 19 points. We have 2 scars apiece now. Now, I don't know if I should give this away or not, because Legacy is...
Then don't give it away.
Well, because, I don't know, I feel like... Yeah, I won't... It's too late. I'm going to tell you guys. There were only 2 opportunities to get scars in the game, and we hit both of them.
Oh.
So these scars, right here, there are 2 more scars we could have chosen. These are just options. They're never going to come into play.
They're the worst.
They were. One of them is exhausted. If you have 2 or fewer trains at the end of your turn, do not take an additional turn. If at the end of your opponent's turn they have 2 or fewer trains, do not take an additional turn. Essentially, you lose your last turn either way.
Yeah, that's rough.
Or unprepared. You are not dealt any train cards at the beginning of the game. Which is horrifying because you essentially lose 2 turns to catch up. You don't even catch up, you just lose 2 turns. But also because your opponent can place
and
twice.
Block you on these 1 routes or a 2 route now down to New Orleans, Houston. Yeah. Yep. This was rough. I feel just as bad as when I lose because I like co-op so much that I just feel...
So did you like playing Cooperative Ticket to Ride?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, because we've played Team Asia. And that's kind of where I thought I would go with this rule set. And then it didn't seem like it would pan out because I didn't know how... In Team Asia, the other teams are your timer. Yes. And so I figured we should just make the deck the timer so that we wouldn't just draw through it and help each other.
No, that's good.
It gave us the pressure. And so that's a little outside of Team Asia. And because of that, I decided we shouldn't go with the draw 1 to the commons and you can't show each other tickets. So I made it a little different. But I'm glad you liked it as a person who likes co-ops. I thought it was fun, and I really enjoyed the deck manipulation in that if there was a wild out, and I typically wouldn't draw it, I did, so we didn't flush and accidentally go through the deck. And if we had at the beginning just dealt 3 wilds and had the flush, I'd be like, man.
Yeah, I think... I like it, and it's different than Team Asia, obviously, because we're still 2 different colored trains and we could still block, whereas in Team Asia, there's not as much communication, but you have the same colored trains, so you're not blocking when you place down. And I liked trying to guess where you needed to go, and placing trains down, because I need this.
Yeah.
Do not go here, I need this. I waited a long time to go here as well.
Me too, I didn't even open with it.
I needed Atlanta, and I needed this, I just was going this route, but I also could have gone easily down here. So it was fun to say, okay, Tom is going there, he's picking up this. You're picking up a bunch of greens, so I figured you're going there.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, I'll let him do that. I don't even need greens.
Yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't know if Like, if Days of Wonder came out with a cooperative Ticket to Ride, that would be kind of odd for the story of Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think I would buy it and play it, and I think I would enjoy it. But they'd probably put in a very different rule set than what I put in. I'm bummed that I have 2 scars now. Overconfident. When drawing destination tickets as an action, you must keep at least 2. That would have sunk me in so many of the ticket drawings.
Yeah, and now it's going to, so...
Oh, we'll see about that.
Well, it's going to sink you like it sinks me when I have to draw my overly ambitious extra
that happens
one.
once. This happens every time I draw tickets.
Which sometimes is only once.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Maybe it's
and sometimes mine won't hurt if I was going to keep 2 anyway.
Right.
So that's... It does... There's an element of it could work out.
Always hurt.
No, yours could work out.
Do we decide we're not going to get these bonuses? I feel like we should.
How do you feel like we should? Because it would make us win. We already covered these cards.
But
with
I said that
stickers.
before.
I'm going with absolutely not. That's automatically 25 points. It's like saying we should go to 325 instead of 300.
Maybe you should have said if you get at least 30 trains in a row. And this one, if you get like at least 7 tickets.
Yeah, I could see that being...
Which I only got 6. I got 7 actually. So I think that's what you should have done.
That's something to note, and if somebody wants to fix that,
note
in their playthrough, if they use the files we upload,
we would have won, I think, with these because
But I don't. That's the thing I like about
I don't know. I didn't get 30.
Not using these is I just like the challenge. This was a challenge.
Yeah.
And we were close, so it was winnable, but at the same time, it was difficult, and it was hard, and we were stood on the precipice of losing and winning, and that's where I want a co-op to be. Yeah. I don't want it to be so crushingly difficult that you'll never win, but I also don't want it to be so easy that you'll win all the time. We play a lot of co-ops, and when we play Pandemic with only 4 epidemics, we play Sentinels of the Multiverse with a bunch of really good heroes and just one really very easy villain. This doesn't tend to be as fun. So I thought this was fun because we were there the whole time. Like, a couple of different things changed would have made the difference. But those things didn't change, and that's the magic of how just balancing the difficulty.
I also think this would add in a different element because I would have tried to make my route. You know, you kind of gear... Well, in certain ticket to rides, you definitely gear yourself towards the bonus. Sometimes you're in other ticket to rides, you think, well, maybe I get the bonus, but it's not that big of a deal. With some ticket to rides, it matters. So maybe
Africa. Sometimes I only go for the bonus.
Right, Africa is a huge one. India, I've seen people wreck on the circles.
Yeah.
But I just think that you could make this part of the strategy. So make it difficult enough that it's still a challenge.
Yeah.
Because if you say 10 tickets here, that's a lot of tickets. And who gets 10 tickets? You might have them this time. Maybe it'd be
combined. Maybe there'd be something combined. Like you'd have to have 20 combined or something just out of control.
Right.
Which is doable in Asia. But hard. But doable. And
this one is like 35 trains in a row. Or 30 trains in a row is pretty... I think people win a lot of times with 20-something trains. So 30 trains is good. I feel like is fine. But
you start with 45. So 30 in a row is not that magical.
Well, you don't have 30 in a row. Right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a bunch here. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you're going pretty much like that. And me too. I'm all the way across.
I think I have 32. Because there's 7 that aren't connected, plus these 6. So it's 13. So I have 32.
There you go.
Yeah, that's totally doable. And it would have been even more if I had played here.
Right.
So that's where I'm like...
Well, 35 then. Something crazy, where it's like... So then you're going for that bonus. As, you know, because I think that wouldn't necessarily make it easier.
While we're on the topic of things that could change in the game, Molly was saying earlier that she thinks the bonuses should be better. Go on with that. We said it off camera, so while we're in the recap, talk about that.
Well, so this was the first game that we were within a couple of points, because I think I was right here. No.
It was 140 and I was at 141.
Right? So we were 1 point away from each other. So had this been competitive, this is the closest game we've had. All the other games have been, spoiler alert, you should have hopefully watched the other ones before you watched this one, have been 20 points or more difference in the games. And so me keeping 4, 5, 6, however many, let's say I get 9 here, that's if I get 3 tickets into Portland and San Francisco, that's still not even 20 points, and they've been more than 20 points different. So I don't think, to me, I feel, and doing this homebrew and not having play tested and just playing it, it's fun, and it's definitely affected me. I just feel like the bonuses need to be more to make a difference. But maybe that makes it too different and more swingy. I don't know.
The other thing, though, is that we've not chosen as the winning rewards many bonuses, true bonuses.
Right.
You only have 1 bonus. And that's when every time you play a blue card, you get a point.
Mm-hmm.
But there are, there's the famous bonus, the clever bonus, let's see, well-traveled bonus, the espionage bonus, which just helps you take someone else's bonus, sightseeing bonus. There's quick, metropolitan. We've only actually chosen one bonus. These other things are, in some points, just gravy, or in other points, how much did this earn you? Did your train?
It was like
station?
16.
That's undeniable.
Vegas is 16.
16
Chicago.
points. That bonus of having that train station earns you 16 points.
Yep.
And I can see that happening again in the next 5 games, next 6 games. And maybe my Portland train station will earn me, like if that had been that Portland to, is the 19-pointer, if that earned me 19 points, that's not nothing. It's a pretty big bonus. And so sometimes, I mean, like having this little dinky 2 points here, or my dinky 2 points here, that was for winning. That wasn't for losing. So the losing bonuses, there could be a little more power, but I feel like some of them are pretty good.
mean, obviously we've only played with them for a couple of games, so I feel like I would need to play more. And we just don't know, right? We haven't play tested it. We're the first ones to play this copy in this, so we don't know, because you don't want to make them too much, because then it's way too swingy.
I don't even know if I've said it so far, but the overall goal is to win the 11th game.
Yeah.
But however, the goal is to win the most games, because it's a little weird, because you could purposely tank all 10 games to get all of the bonuses.
Yeah, but that wouldn't necessarily help you, because you'd be at a 20-point deficit.
True, but all the bonuses might add to much better than 20 points. So I don't know if there's a way to fix that so that somebody doesn't purposely game the game to be like, I lost all 10, but I won the 11th, and so now I am titled the greatest traveler of the United States, greatest train traveler. And it's like, we're going for that title.
Right.
But you know what? I think this is a little bit like Risk Legacy, where you could play it afterward. It would just stop changing then.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, after you went through the 11th game, even if you had these left over, you wouldn't use them anymore. And so you could play and still enjoy this board with these changes, which I don't know if we'll ever do. But
I don't know. We still have the other ticket to ride, so maybe not. Also, this is our longest recap video.
All right.
We've just been spewing stuff. But it was fun, but frustrating. Ugh. Okay. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.